Yo, if you score on me and you watch that replay, it's done. Don't do it. I'ma hit you with like 100 drag backs. I'ma park the bus. Boom. We gonna hold the ball all day and have a lovely old time. No cap. I can run the game in sandals. No long talk, don't ramble. If I score once, it's done. I'ma hold the ball, you won't have fun. Pass around the back, no shame. It's more than just a game. If you promise me elite, I'ma sell my mom's soul today.
Gold one, all I had is gold one. All I had is gold one, I'm stuck in gold one. All I had is gold one, I can't hit Elite 3. You can never see me in Elite, no.
What's going on, YouTube? It is your boy, One Star Rick, and you are now watching another episode of the Broke Boy Road to Glory. Thank you very much for tuning in. So, first and foremost, we are back after taking a day off yesterday. I just needed a rest. The game was very, very sweaty yesterday. I mean, it is called the trenches of the weekend league for a reason. Saturday gameplay tends to be the hardest in my experience in terms of the delay, in terms of the opponents you face, and everything like that. But it's Sunday today. We have completed the weekend league. We have even done an SBC from the Foot Players promo, and we get 283s, so not too bad. The other two Foot Player Days SBCs, I'm not really a fan of. They also got the 85x5 upgrade, which I was tempted to do, but I don't really think there's anything that I can pack from that I really want. Maybe Kamavinga, but the chances of me packing a Kamavinga and not instead packing a bunch of 85s is extremely low, and my club is almost empty. So it is what it is. We move. Let's move on to the squad. As you guys know, we made two major signings this weekend, and let's look at the final stats for diabetic, because I really thought this card was insane. I mean, as you guys know from the review of him that I did, he just really seems like a broken card in game. And as you guys see here, he has played 23 games for us. 22 of them were in the weekend league. He got 18 goals and 9 assists, which are very good stats for a secondary striker next to Mbappe and the three at the back. But the main man we're going to be talking about, our most expensive signing from this weekend league, is going to be none other than Ashley Cole. And when you look at this card, he's very interesting, okay? A lot of people argue that this should be his prime card and not his prime moments card. And I kind of agree, because when you look at the card, he's good, but is he worth the prime moments price that you're going to get for him? We're not sure. We're going to talk about it though. He's 5'9". He has high medium work rates. He's left-footed with a 4-star, 2-star combination. As you guys see here, he played 23 games for me. 22 of them were in the weekend league, and he got 2 goals and 0 assists. Before we go any further, if you're enjoying the content, if you want more content like this, do me a big favor and hit the like button down below. And if you're new to the channel, as always, do me a solid and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate all you guys at home for watching this video. So, when you look at this Ashley Cole card, he's gotten a big upgrade, and now he's a viable card to use on your team at this stage of the game. I'd venture to argue that his prime and his middle and even his base icon cards, while they may be decent, aren't really worth the price anymore at this stage of the game. The question is this card worth it? We're going to see. When you look at the stats, they're very well rounded. The key stats, of course, are going to be the 91 pace and the 90 defending. Of note, he's also gotten a 4-star skill move upgrade. He has 3-star in his other versions. He now also has 87 dribbling. What I did throw on him, though, was the finisher chem style, because I was using him as a left mid in the 3 at the back formation. And I thought that his dribbling could use a little boost. 84 agility, 87 balance aren't exactly what I want in that position. And his dribbling at 87 does get boosted to 99 with his chem style. I did try him in multiple positions though. My goal this episode is not only to see if Ashley Cole is good, we're going to see what his best position is. I tried him at CM, CDM, left mid, center back. I did everything short of using him or up top at striker. But yeah, we're going to be talking about that. Passing wise, he has some very good stats. 84 passing for a fullback is very good. And really, if you get rid of the 66 free kick accuracy, all the stats are very good. Shooting wise, for a fullback, he's good. For a wide mid, not really. So, without further ado, we're going to jump into the gameplay. I'm going to let you guys know how my weekend league went. And I'm going to let you guys know, is this Ashley Cole worth it? Let's go. All right. So, according to Footbin, this Ashley Cole card is costing you $850K on the PS4 market. Is he worth it? I would have to say not really. I don't really think he brings anything special to the game at this stage of the game. He feels like a very, very good card, but with the market being in the state that it is, I think the reason why he's so expensive is because of his rarity rather than his quality. We're going to talk about it. First, we're going to talk about his pace. He has 91 pace, and honestly, he felt very quick. Up and down the pitch at the left mid position, he was quick enough to push forward and then go back when I was getting countered. As a CDM, once again, he was very, very quick. As a center back, he was immense as far as his pace goes. And overall, I have to give his pace a 9 out of 10. It's not quite at the top tier, but it's not far off. Next, we'll talk about shooting. And the thing I really noticed about him was that he made very good runs. I would really attribute that to his 81 attack positioning. His finishing was better than I thought. He has 70 finishing, and he scored 2 goals, which is not that many. But he took them very well, and he even scored one on his 2-star weak foot, which is kind of crazy. I would say his shooting is, though, a 6 out of 10. If you get it from a good position, if you like to overlap with your fullbacks or maybe using him in the midfield, don't be scared to shoot if you get it from a good angle. He might just surprise you. Next, we'll talk about his passing, and this is another part of the card I really enjoyed. He has 89 crossing. You definitely noticed that. His crossing was pinpoint accuracy. And the rest of his passing stats were very well-rounded, as I stated at the beginning of the video. He has 87 short passing, 81 vision, 83 curve. So he does have the finesse to pass in tight areas when he's being pressured. And his 83 long passing means that he is a bit of a playmaker. If you like your fullbacks to pass it down the line very accurately, he might be able to fit the bill for you. Overall, this guy's passing is an 8 out of 10. Next, we'll talk about his dribbling, and the main question here is how good is his dribbling? You already know it's going to be decent. 87 dribbling on the fullback is very good. But is he going to feel like a winger? And I would say no. I think what really let him down here was his body type. He has an average body type. His agility and balance is only 84 and 87 respectively. And I will say, while he didn't feel clunky, he didn't feel super smooth. He only felt decent as far as his responsiveness, as far as turning, as far as his left stick, R1 and L1 dribbling. That being said, though, he did execute his skills very decently. His close control is decent, and his 89 composure and 92 reactions are very, very good stats to have on the card. Overall, I have to give his dribbling a 7.5 out of 10. It's very good if you want to use him at the fullback position. In any other position, though, I wouldn't dribble with him too much, especially in delay. He might let you down. Next, we'll talk about his defending, and I think, as expected, this is the strong suit of his card. And really, what I found when I was using him in different positions is, unsurprisingly, center back was his best position. I used him as a left center back in the 3-1-4-2, and that's really where I got the best impact from him. And really, it's just because his defensive AI is very good. He's always at the right place at the right time. He put in a lot of last-ditch auto blocks, last-ditch tackles for me that really saved me from getting conceded on multiple times. His interceptions at 91 and his defensive awareness at 91 is probably a big reason for that. He also has a dive into the tackle trait, which is very nice. He has 91 stand tackling with 87 aggression, which really helps him because his strength is only 73. But if you use him in game, you're going to really feel like it's in the 80s. He feels very strong, very sturdy going into a challenge, and he tends to win the ball back every single time he gets the ball or he wins the challenge, which is a big, big thing for a defender. He has 94 stamina, which means he will last all game, and his 82 jumping at 5'9" is not amazing, but he does keep the opposition honest. Overall, this guy's defending and physical contributions are a 9.5 out of 10. Alright guys, so what's the final verdict on this card? I think just like players like Kleiber on this game, his best position is at the center back role. But for 850k, you can get a lot of fullbacks on this game that'll do the same job, play at the same quality. And as far as the fullback position, you can get a lot of cheaper options that'll do the same thing as him. So I don't think he's worth the money. That being said, though, he's a very, very good card. He does have a lot of good things. His passing is very nice. His pace, physical, and defense are extremely, very, very good. And his dribbling is pretty decent with the 4-star skill move upgrade. I just don't think he's anything special at this stage of the game. And that's why I would advise you to steer clear unless you're maybe a big fan of his, or maybe you want to use an all-English team. But other than that, I would advise you to go elsewhere as far as value goes. And overall, I have to give him an 8.5 out of 10. I think he's a very good card, just overpriced. Alright guys, you might be wondering how my weekend league went, and unfortunately the gameplay was shocking. It was really, really bad. I had thoughts of quitting before I even hit Silver 1. There was a point I was 9-6 after a 6-1 start, which is bad. I mean, I think I lost 4 straight at one point. It was very, very frustrating stuff. And that's not to say I was the only one suffering from the gameplay. I would say there were games that I felt like I just had no chance to win because the delay just felt one-sided. I was giving up a lot of glitchy goals. There were certain games where... There was one game, actually, I could remember where 80 pace Lewandowski outran Mike Kleiber in a straight line. He wasn't doing anything. Mike Kleiber had more stamina than Lewandowski. All he had to do was run in a straight line, shoot, it was a goal. Stuff like that is very frustrating. I gave up a lot of deflection goals as well, which was very frustrating. But there were certain games where I had the one-side delay, it felt like, where my opponent really couldn't do anything. I guess it balanced out. We finished 14-8, which is a miracle considering the conditions we had, the amount of frustration we had built up. And I think that's where I'm going to end it. I don't think I'm going to play anymore. Honestly, I'm losing the passion that I have for FIFA in general. I don't really find the gameplay to be getting better. I actually find it to be getting worse as the game progresses. Every single year, seems like I have fun a little bit less in FIFA. So, I don't know. I don't really know what this leaves me doing going forward, what this leaves the series going forward. But we're going to see as the weeks progress where I'm going to go. And yeah, that's going to be my wrap up for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Once again, don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next episode. But until then...